What is good, YouTube? Quinn coming to y'all with an updated deck profile to show you what I'm playing. This counters the meta and it will help you beat any deck in Rogue, especially when you side. But I'm not going to show my side deck because everybody go against different stuff at their locals. As it is, no major tournaments this year. So I played the MVP of the deck that's going to win you majority of your duels is the Dragite. Ability to negate, ability to clear boards, and I'll show you why it's important other than the reason why it's the best card in the extra deck. Play the Savage, negates, can get strong, and pretty hard out with other cards. I do play the Crystal Wing just because sometimes you can negate Nibiru's hand traps and you can stop your opponent for comboing off, and I'll show you more cards that I play in the main deck. I do play the Leonite. Some people wanting to play it, some people think it's bad. You can play the Barkion, you can play a Cerberus. And only reason why I use it is because I do play Ash, so I can reborn the monster because I got a fire in the grave if I Ash my opponent. Plus, on top of that, I can add Sign, which allows me to activate it to bring back a Synchro like this or Rap Titan, then I can still use their effects. Or I can just grab it and get something else and just combo off or build a better board because it just say Rock Monster on signs. I do play the Rap Tight. This allows you to build onto your combos, but it also is kind of like a DD Crow. If you have a Wind Monster engraved, which I do have a Wind that allow me to use that effect. Herald, you have to play it, allows you to negate. You can get into this pretty early in your combo to stop Nibiru, which is important. Metal Marcher, just part of Needle Fiber. I do play Needle Fiber. I am playing competitively. Appaloosa, you have some boards when you have tokens and stuff left over, and you can basically get rid of all of them, summon the 32 or 2400 Appaloosa, and have disruption. I do play the Unicorn. Some cards are so problematic or you can't destroy them, so having that one out to bounce them is important. And then Phoenix to get rid of background floodgates or field spells that's annoying. And you can equip it to Savage if you don't want to do your Needle Fiber to keep him engraved for the Dragite, which it matters because he's a water. So sometimes you do be in that situation depending on what you're playing against. I do play the Union Carrier Lock. I'm playing competitive. And then I do play the Link Cross to go with the Needle Fiber. I do play the Granite. You need this a lot to continue comboing if you get hit with hand traps and you get stuck. And then Dweller, I don't play the Cerberus and stuff like that because this is competitive, and against Rogue, this card wins games, especially if you got a good board already. Main deck, I do play the Triple Researcher, the best card in the main deck. Ability to summon itself easy, make better boards, and get into cards that allow you to climb into better monsters. This card is amazing. Seeker, just as good in his own right. Y'all know what that do. Analyzer, not much to say. Just as good. It allows you to climb higher with less monsters. I do play the Triple Doki still, because you do excavate this, and it allows you to make a better board. So this card is essential to the deck. And sometimes when you get hand trapped, it's just good to be able to normal summon this and continue the combo. I do play the Guardian at 3, because it allows you, if they hit you with a hand trap, or you summon this, you can negate the hand traps that will stop your combos from going off. And that's important with the Ashes, the Veilers, and the Nibirus. Summoning this or excavating this and allowing you to continue the combo. And it's a 1900 monster if you just want to summon it and just beat over stuff. I do play Triple Supplier. I play Triple Supplier just because it's a extender. And if you summon it, it gets you another card to hand to allow you to combo off, or normal summon if you haven't, which gives you another board. A card that can help you make a better board or better monsters. I play the one Overload, going first, negating a summon, especially if it's summoning something important, or summoning and then you get rid of the monster, allow them to go into something else. That's good. That's good to cripple your opponent. Double of this. Some people play 1, some people play 3. I play 2. Just because I only use it when I want to go for game or I need to continue to go if I got hand trapped. I do play triple of this. It's a monster that allows you to go into Needle Fiber. I was considering running Beast or Barkion. I do have them, but I got to do more testing with them. They've been playing well without them. Triple Ash, you still got to run Ash. And like I said, it's good with Leonite. If you Ash first turn or You ash during your, if you go second and you got the fire engrave, and it's a tuner too if you're desperate or you need to go into needle fiber and they hit you with a card and you got a normal summon something to continue the combo. So that's important too. Plus it hits majority of everything. I know you got to watch out for the talents, but sometimes some cards is either you hit them or you lose, and that's why I play the Gamma. Gamma gets rid of the target that you want to hit and can really cripple your opponent. So this is becoming meta. I think you need both because I don't play impermanence, and I'll show you why. I play the Plague. This can also help with the carrier light. You can put this back into your deck and then summon it off the carrier. Plague help a lot because you can summon it with Metal Marcher. You can summon it with Hockley Fibrax, and they just allow you to go into the Heralds and go into the Crystal Wings and the Savages and the Dragites. So I know you say, what, where all the rocks at? You got enough to continue to play, and a lot of the times that's all you really need to do. This deck is to help you stop or control the board. I know you want to have all 20-some rocks to keep summoning, to hit more things, especially with Dragite, but at the same time, if you don't even get a chance to play, you will lose anyway. So that's why I built it like this. And Signs is another card, like I said, may not be a rock, but it turns into a rock, so it still allows you to stand. This is the reason why I don't play Impermanence, because at my locals, everybody's playing Link or Dragon Link or something. And if you can't break their board or get rid of the Dark Magician Dragoon, you lose anyway because you can't play, and they can do it once per turn or twice per turn, depending on what they got on their board. So you want a Gamma, you want a Ash, you want a Dark Ruler because you want to win. I know I would love to play more rocks, but a lot of the rocks that we got left don't really do much on their own. They allow you to build another board, and that's why I play the Signs. That's why I played the last card, Monster Reborn, because these cards allow you to summon the card again and continue to go. And even if you didn't use the effect, you can use Sign or Monster Reborn to bring them back, excavate, and climb into a better monster. And these cards allow you to get your synchro. Sign don't say anything. It say rock. So you can get your Dragite, you can get your Leonite, you can get your Raptite, and you can also do it with Monster Reborn. And like I said, the hand traps are just to make sure you can play on your turn. I know the other rocks don't do much, and that's why I had to cut them. I didn't want to do the go thing. I didn't want to go with the Madoche thing, because you have enough to either get monsters on board, to continue the combo, or to stop your opponent from getting a board that you can't break, because you need to see some of these cards to stop them from having them unbreakable boards. Or you just need to see a card that can help you break the board. This with Dragite allow you to break pretty much any board. I know you need a lot of rocks to hit a lot of monsters, but sometimes you got a 3000 monster or you have Savage 2, you can pretty much handle anything with this build. Sometimes I wonder, Notorio Beast, Notorio Barkion, I have those just because you do want to get rid of the trap decks, but then again, that's Facade. You can get Facade the Lightning Storms and the Twin Twisters for that anyway. But other than that, this will get you there. There's some random cards in here. There's some cards that could be questionable. But once you try it out, once you play it, and you start seeing that you have an opportunity to put a lot of stuff on board and punish your opponent, or if they do try to make a board, you can stop them from doing it so you can play. You have enough extenders. You have other cards that become extenders that's not rocks, like the Signs and the Reborns. And you have cards that force your opponent not to play. And that's what you need in today's meta, especially nowadays, because if you can't break the board, if you can't play, you'll be scooping if you go second. And if you can play, you want to make sure you can recover a little bit or have extenders to go off if they hit you with the hand trap. That's all I can do right now. So let me know what I should change, what I did wrong, what can make it better. Or do you think that we should just be playing 20 plus rocks in the deck and just trying to bank on having Dragite to cling? But you still need to be able to stop their negates. The Dragoons and the Savages running a while. If you can't stop those cards from coming out, if you can't stop them or you want to clear them, this is the way I built it. So let me know what you guys think. I'm always taking advice, always trying to make the deck better. And I think that this is as much as competitive as I can go. Like I said, don't play impermanence. The goal is to break their board or to have a board that they can't break. That's the game we playing right now. And that's what everybody playing now anyway, because a lot of the cards that was expensive got reprinted in the 10s, which means everybody got a lot of access to them. more people that can get it, more people that can play it, the more people that will do it. And that's how Yu-Gi-Oh is played nowadays. Let me know what you guys think. I'm taking advice, so feel free to share thoughts. Yu-Gi-Oh vendor, go.